bring your son to work day. Ready to go to the shop? Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have some very important GTR things to take care of, which is why we have a massive set of meat, aka tires, in the back of the car. But quick Sparko update. If you guys follow me on Instagram, Sparko has been having a little bit of trouble. He's been sick and we couldn't figure out why. They recently ran some tests on him and it turns out that he has pancreatitis. I think that's how you say it, pancreatitis. So he's been on medication for the past month and he's feeling a lot better now. Tion's out of town on a work trip. Take your kid to work day, so we're bringing Sparko to the shop and we're gonna be working on the R32 and giving you guys a rundown of pretty much everything that needs to get done on the car so that we can bring it to get tuned and finally bring it to the track, which is the ultimate goal. But what's really cool is we're buttoning up a lot of stuff today because this weekend is the Super Bowl and we actually have a couple events that the GTR needs to be at this weekend for Bridgestone for the Super Bowl. So I think that's pretty cool that we get to take part in some of that stuff. If you guys don't know, Bridgestone is one of the biggest sponsors for the Super Bowl this year. So getting to work with them on this, that's like really freaking cool. So we're gonna be throwing some Bridgestones on the car today, buttoning up the interior and taking a look at everything else that needs to get done to the GTR. So we're almost to the shop. Let's go. All right, little guy loves being at the shop. We're taking a minor break from the 86, so if you guys haven't watched the last couple episodes on the car, stop what you're doing and go check them out because we have been having way too much fun with this car. We did the exhaust, we did the rear end, we have a lot more coming up. So while this is put on pause for today, we are going to be doing a full day of GTR things. So as you guys probably noticed, we have a hood, number one. Number two, this is not our carbon fiber hood, which is over there. This is an OEM GTR hood. Huge thank you to the boys over at Top Rank for helping us get an OEM black hood. They luckily had one in storage and they're letting me use it, thankfully, because our carbon fiber hood doesn't fit. Doesn't fit the HKS turbo right here. Can't even close the hood because the turbo is a lot bigger than the previous one that we had. So the OEM one sort of fits. You can still see right here that eventually gets bolted in. It's gonna have a little bit of a gap. So we are gonna have to go underneath the OEM hood and cut the clips for like the heat wrap stuff underneath it. So that has to get done today, and obviously we need to clean this thing up. It's pretty disgusting. And when we move to the interior here, Tim actually went ahead and ran to the tire shop to go drop off our new Bridgestone tires and the ZE40s to get mounted. And he's also picking up some extra wiring because you guys know one of my favorite parts about the car that we're going to be doing is the top secret push to start button and ignition switch here. So we're going to be installing some of our interior back, like I said, and we're going to be powering on the push to start and ignition switch, which this is such a cool piece. I know it's so insignificant and unnecessary, but the fact that I just love small Japanese pieces like this that, that are rare and hard to find, and I've never seen another top secret ignition and push to start before, so having this in the car is just super cool to me. So we're gonna be installing this today. I'm gonna be putting back in the door cards and some of the plastic trimming just to like clean it up in here and make it look so not cluttered and messy. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and start the hood and I'll show you guys what needs to be done in the engine bay to get this thing back up and running, ready for the dyno. Tim Bro made it back successfully. The wheels are dropped off, so we still gotta go get the wheels again, but door cards are in. The car just overall looks a lot better with the door cards, and I'm gonna see how the fitment is with the cage that we're doing, because we might have to modify the door cards here. But I didn't tell you guys this, but my goal for the interior of this car, or like the build of this car, is to be comparable to the Tokyo Drift Evo. I really love how they still kept OEM interior while having a cage. It's a full race car, but has nice OEM interior. And I mean, I drove that car 400 miles this weekend, no issues all the way up to Malibu. And I want this car to be built similarly, where if I want to drive it on the street, I want to take it to a car show or Cars and Coffee, or take it on a cruise to the canyons, it's comfortable enough to do that. All of my power stuff still works, so my windows, my headlights, my turn signals, my four-ways, brake lights, all of that still works while still keeping some of the OEM bits in here, but still being a race car. So that's the ultimate goal for this car, and that's why we put the OEM door cards back in, and why we kept the dash, and why we're keeping all of our power switches and stuff. And later on down the road, if we want to change it, we can, but for now, I think this is the best option, especially because I want to drive the shit out of this car, is what it boils down to. So Tim is working on our switch. I'm going to update you guys on that in just a little bit once he figures it out, because it seems like there's a lot of videos on YouTube that almost get it right, but
all the videos on YouTube are great, don't get me wrong, but it's all people that you could legitimately go to their car and start it
right
without a key. This one I want to make so you have to have the key to get the power, and then the switch will be live. So it's not going to just be you can get in the car and just start it and drive off.
That is going to be pretty sick. So not only is it a top secret button, but it's also secure. So that's going to be pretty dope. So as you guys know, Sparko's here. We're going to do Sparko's favorite thing, and that is play shot ball. Come on, buddy, let's go. Take a little intermission while Tim figures out that wiring. You ready? I don't know, anybody else with a Corgi, does your Corgi just literally non-stop play fetch? The only thing Sparko ever wants to do when he's not asleep is play fetch. Is that just like a Corgi thing? Also, whenever we sneeze or cough, he goes absolutely nuts, like in full protection mode. Come on, buddy, over here. Yep. Is that a Corgi thing too? I was talking to Ben from Gears and Gasoline, and his Corgi does that. I'm curious to see if any of you guys that have a Corgi, do they freak out when you guys sneeze or cough, and do they only want to play fetch? That is my life with Sparko. Okay, a little update here. Tim figured out the secret formula. Of course, Grandmaster Tim did that. So it actually works, and it's really, really sick. So we'll demonstrate it once Tim gets finished over here. Tim, do you want to explain what's going down right here?
This right here is the starter wire for the switch that I'm soldering together right now. And then I need to do the on, which turns on the fuel pump, and then we'll be ready to put it all back together.
Yeah, so it's pretty sick. I know we probably already explained it, but the key will go into accessory mode. Once it's in accessory mode, we can flip this switch here, which turns on the fuel pump, which then primes everything, and we can go ahead and start the car using the button, this is super sick. And the best thing about it is you have to use the key. So it's gonna be secure. You can't start the car without using the key, and whatever. It's like that's exactly what I wanted. I think it's gonna be perfect. So while Tim does that, I need to go ahead and put all of the rest of the interior for the center console back in so that he can line this up in position and get the wires where they need to go. So let me go ahead and do all this and see how it looks. Plastics are relatively in now. Tim is running the harness for the push to start. So these are all the wires that we basically need.
Yep.
That's pretty freaking cool. Okay, so this bezel can go in, yeah?
No.
No? Okay.
I have to hook everything up to the back.
Oh, duh. So Tim's going to wire this all in. This bezel can go in, and we can demonstrate the top secret push to start.
That one. All right, where's the screw that you had to hold on for the, oh, in your mouth. Good spot.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Tim Bro did the job, and it frickin' works. It's so cool. So before we show it to you guys, we obviously want to clean everything up and make it look pretty, but the most important thing is the top secret button works. That's all I wanted, dude. I don't know why I nerd out on that so much, but it's pretty freaking cool that it works, and it works properly. It's not like just rigged in, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and snap all this plastic back in, and we'll clean up in here and give you guys the first start. But that's basically everything, dude. Like, so we need to do the hood.
Yes, we do.
moving on to the hood now. The issue that we're having is the turbo. The HKS turbo sits a little bit too high on where the hood actually lays down. So you can kind of see some scuff marks around top of the turbo right here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, the shape is different on the OEM hood versus the carbon fiber hood, and we actually have room to cut this metal piece out right here so that the turbo can actually have a little bit extra wiggle room, which is, I think if I cut this out right here, is gonna be just enough room for the turbo to sit perfectly. So I'm gonna have to have a pretty precise cut right here, but I think if I cut this entire section out without getting into the actual hood itself, this will be enough room for the turbo to sit properly, and we can actually close the hood properly as well. So wish me luck. I'm gonna try it out. Okay, so this is basically what I had to cut out, and we can go ahead and try and fit the hood on now and see if it closes. Or I possibly have to cut even closer up here. I don't know, we'll see. Yes, success! It works. No more gap when this thing is bolted down. Look at that. Hell yes. We have a functional working hood. I was so worried I was gonna fuck up. We did it. And down the road, I do want to do custom vents, especially by the turbo to release some heat and stuff right here. So we are gonna be cutting up this hood a little bit down the road once we want to start getting into aero and stuff. But that is one more thing knocked out for today. So Tim is going to pick up our wheels and tires right now. Once he gets back, we'll throw those on, and then we can start working on the front bumper, and the GTR is ready for the event. Tim, I almost forgot the most important part of the engine bay here, the ornament. Unfortunately, we don't have a cool like top secret one, or whatever one pops up somewhere, I'm definitely gonna cop it. But we do have one of the newer generation R34. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this guy on. I kind of like the OEM look.
Yeah,
you know?
it's clean.
So let's just make sure of this. And if we're gonna be at an event this weekend, you gotta make sure to bling it off a little bit, you know? So we're gonna give you guys a quick update. We haven't done the wheels yet, but we bolted our new hood in, which you guys can see my hole here actually works. And we got the interior buttoned up, which we'll show you guys in just a bit. And I'll do the push to start button as soon as we get the wheels on, because that's the coolest part. Tim did an awesome job. Okay, this has got to be perfect. Right in the center. There she is, Tim. What do you think?
She looks beautiful.
She looks freaking beautiful.
Fresh. Dude. It looks really, actually, really good in there.
Super nice. Let me see the camera. Check this out, guys. That actually, like, I like that with the wrinkle black. Yeah, that looks really good.
Super clean.
Boom. Oh, just look at it from this angle, guys. It just adds a little bit of spice. Like I just spiced it up in there. That's nice. All right, I'll show you guys the interior real fast. Quick disclaimer, this is not the finished product. Like I said, we still need a cage in here, and we are gonna clean up the wires, but the wires need to sit there for when we go get tuned so that they can adjust the dash, get to anything that they need to get to, and once they finish tuning the car, we can tuck all of that up and clean it. But here is the tentative interior for the GTR. It looks freaking amazing. So we have the racing shift knob, which is just, that is the cherry on top right here. We have the top secret push to start. Moving over here, we put all the plastics back on the dash, and it looks really nice with the CD7 screen in there. Steering wheel is now mounted with the Narita Dogfight Carbon horn delete. So that's just another cool carbon touch there. And we got the door cards in. So everything looks really good. I'm stoked. We're gonna have a nice cage back here. It's gonna look very, very clean, yet race car. So Now we're gonna move to doing the wheels. Oh, I forgot, and the front bumper. Here we are. Really quickly before we install the wheels, I wanted to show you guys these. This is a special package from racing. You guys know we installed the shift knob in the car. It is like chef's kiss. It is awesome. This is on a whole other level. These are their titanium lug nuts, and they are beautiful. You guys ready for this? These are freaking sick. Look at this.
That is beautiful.
Like hand burnt titanium lug nuts. They are like super freaking light. I mean, as light as lug nuts can be, you know what I mean? But these are like very, very nice, very high quality. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to Racing down in the description box below. You guys can find their shift knobs, lug nuts, and other miscellaneous things they have on their site. Even cooler, if you guys want anything on their site, you can use my code, which is gonna be Legends. Just use code Legends and you can save 10% off of anything on the site. The stuff is amazing. You guys saw the shift knob, these lug nuts, and they have much more on their site for all different cars as well, not just Nissans. They do it for every make and model, which is really cool. So we're gonna be installing the titanium lug nuts on the white ZE40s. Oh, they're gonna pop. So I just wanted to show you these real quickly. First of all, comes in super dope packaging. Also a custom lug nut key too, in case anybody wants to jack these special lug nuts. They can't do it without the key. Let's go ahead and get to installing the wheels and lug nuts.
That's interesting.
That's super nice, dude, and it rotates right here. Look at that. So you don't fuck up the lug nuts. That's sick. Out of that, boom. There's specialty pieces all over the car, you know? Small details matter, guys. Alright, do the honors, Tim, bro. She's very dirty, but she's officially a full car again.
It's a full car, yeah. Wow.
Yes.
And it starts.
And it freaking starts. I'm
about to do a push button.
It is, yeah. I'm about to show you guys. So, wheels are on. They look amazing. So, we are going to do our compound tires when we get on the track. But for the event, we want to show off the Bridgestone Potenza Sports. Super sick. Lug nuts, wheels, hood, and bumper, and interior all on. This is a successful day.
Very, very
busy, but successful. Is it time for us to show them the push to start button?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Let's do it. I'll give you that. Okay. Quite possibly the sickest part of the car here. Once again, code Legends for 10% off racing. This thing is freaking gnarly. Okay, this is really gonna be sick though for the track. Anyways, let's show them let's put the push to start here. So, we're gonna take the key out. No key. Nothing happens, Tim.
No, you can't steal this car.
Can't steal it. Key goes in. You ready, Tim?
Fuel pump.
Oh, the fuel pump prime. Get in close here. That is so dope. That is so cool. This is amazing. Okay. Everything works. This is, oh, obviously. That's just so sick to me. So, very successful. I am beyond hyped that we actually got to put this in. It's just like a novelty nerd piece for me. And the car itself is so sentimental to me that I love having this in there and it works properly. So huge thank you to Tim Bro behind the camera here. Now let's get out of this thing. It's smelly and smoky. Okay, mission success on today. We got everything that we needed to done. The car just has to be cleaned, which we'll do tomorrow morning before it goes off to the event for Bridgestone. So the next time you guys see this car, it'll be up in LA at an event with Bridgestone. Hopefully it has a pretty cool display. I think it does. I'm gonna film a little bit when we go to the event, but we just had to get everything buttoned up with this thing, and very successful day, Tim, bro.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Guys, this is why you can't take Kiana anywhere. What do you got? You double fisting out of at a work event. This is what we have been getting the R32 ready for. This is crazy. I'm gonna copyright it. Look, we're official. I feel like I'm at Tiana's work dinner. Look at that.
Oh, you can't see. My hair's covered.
So we had to get the R32 ready for this event. It's like a Bridgestone corporate event here. And look at how sick the 32 looks.
Okay, first of all, let's start from the beginning. We're at Union Station right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're in LA at Union Station.
At Union Station, and it's absolutely stunning. Like when it's not the hustle and bustle, this venue is gorgeous.
It is freaking awesome. So we have the R32 on a platform here. A Bridgestone platform. This is so cool. I've never seen the R32 like this. This is just so cool for me. So yeah, this is what we got the R32 ready for this entire weekend. We have this event, and we have a Cars and Coffee in the morning too, which is where this thing will be. Oh, look at this. That's cool too. I cannot believe this. And it's like illuminated on the pedestal. That's awesome. All meanwhile, Tiana's just double fisting some old fashions. So I gotta go walk around and meet some people, but this is pretty cool.
This is so
Cheers.
cool.
What's both your drinks?